Okay, sure. I think BBE is helping business to develop in their field from different industries. And I know Kim through one of the events. Previously in Sydney, there was an event. I think one of the trainers, actually Mr. Huang, is a speaker in that event. And that was held in University of Sydney. And I've got invited and attended and know Kim and the team and also get to know the company. Yeah.
And what why did you come today, and what are you expecting to get from this weekend with BBE?
Yeah, sure. I think firstly, because I attended Blair Singer's courses before in Sydney, and that was a couple of years ago. It was a fantastic program, and it actually helped me improve all of the leadership, team building, sales, communication, all of these essential business skills before. So I did benefit from that, and I do appreciate that. So that's why, but what I found is that Blair Singer doesn't come to Australia often. So he's here probably once a couple of years. Yeah, because he's based in the States. So that's why when I heard of this from Kim and the team, and I realized that, definitely I need to be in.
Because we are doing the real estate company, so and the team, I think Kim come to our office to do the training for the whole staff. So I think it's very useful for our business. So that's the thing. So we got a group of people around 34 or something to come to join this course to learn about the sales things. Yeah.
And what are you expecting to get out of this weekend? What are you hoping to, what skills you want to gain or experience you want to get from it?
I'm not quite sure, no, but feel very exciting because I saw a bunch of people, very positive. So maybe we can know more people, and also we can just learn some sales skill as well.
And actually, I haven't been with the BBE actual project, but actually I know the founder, and I can see her different, each time I met her. So that's why I think this when they introduce any lectures, things like that, or programs, I would love to involve because I'm sure everybody needs to learn, and then you gain a lot, and you can do better, for your life and for your business, for people surrounding you as well. Yeah.
So you've seen your friend develop, and you're inspired by.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you're inspired by your friend's growth, and so you hope that from this weekend you'll learn a lot that you can take back to your business skills.
Exactly right, yeah. Kim Wing, actually, I adore her. So she actually is a great woman. So I would like to, like her to the confidence she has, and also willing to help, and also she has a word saying, I want our business environment is a better, be a better place. So I'm sure she will achieve that. So I like to be part of it.
Yeah. And what is there anything in particular that you want to achieve from this weekend? Anything you want to particularly get out of it?
I think I'm very open to anything new, so we will see what I can get out of this.
I didn't know BBE before. I heard it from one of my friends. Yes.
And what inspired you to come today, with your friend recommending it?
Actually, I know that person very well by reading his books, and so I found I guess I can learn something from the seminar. So that's the reason I come here. Yes.
And is there anything in particular that you want to learn from the seminar this weekend? Relating to business?
Yes. So we operating a fund management company, and we do have sales training, lots of things. I'm expecting to get a bit more idea or something that can inspire me to sort of to manage our sales team better and get some more better idea about selling and customer relationship, these kind of things.
So just always like to learn new stuff and meet new people, and probably get out of it is, don't know really what I'll get out of it, but saying just something to grow and learn from. Yeah.
So just learn new tools that you can help develop your own.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And how did you hear about the program, or are you familiar?
One of my dad's friends runs the event, so yeah.
I know Terry Sheehan. I've known him for many years, and he suggested, because my son and I are in a private mentorship group, and we've read a lot of Robert Kiyosaki books as well. So Terry said, good idea if you came today and see what you can get out of it for yourself. I really don't know what to expect. I've never been to a conference like this before, but we have our own conferences, but they're a lot different to this. So I really don't know what to expect until I go in there, and then hopefully I'll get a lot of information from it.
So I'm currently a financial planner out in Camberwell, and I'm sort of thinking about opportunities and perhaps moving into a sales role or a client relationship management role. So the good thing about Blair Singer is that, and his program, is that it doesn't just teach you about business or career, but it's a holistic approach, I guess, about relationship. So I'm looking to actually learn as much as I can and take the tools and sort of probably get some clarity and direction into what the next career path is for me.
No, first time in involvement. A friend of mine is in it, and she invited me last week to a little seminar thing. So I went along and I liked what I heard. So that's what enticed me to pay and come here.
So
Involve myself in it. Yeah.
So what are you hoping to get out of this weekend? What are your expectations?
I've got no expectations. I just want to get in it and see what comes out of it. Yeah.
And are there any particular... Yeah, I guess if there's anything particular about this weekend that related to your business life that you're hoping?
Just improvement. Improve the way I deliver my speech, and interact with other people.
Our company sponsors one of the advertising companies that work with you guys, and they got some tickets, so we just thought we'd come along.
So you what are your expectations? Sort of just
going in with an open mind and seeing, how I can improve, my sales acumen and really see what the go is. So really, going in with an open mind.
Yeah, sure. So, I knew it was all about sales, so sales explosion program. I'd also seen a preview, so I know there's personal development as well as business development, and the two combined, what creates growth. And for myself, I do marketing, but also coach people. So now if I teach them everything I know about marketing, then they're not necessarily going to apply it. So learning also personal development so that they become who they need to apply what they need to apply.
And how did you enjoy this morning session? What do you think of everything that you guys have been covering? The last couple hours.
Yeah, it's been great. So we've covered a few models, and I love my models to help me understand different things and approaches and those sort of things and strategies. So that's all been really great. There's also been high energy, which is really important. And they talk about it in there. Energy is selling, and also energy, is learning as well. So yeah.
Like getting everyone to high five.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. And what are you hoping to get out of this weekend? Is there anything particular the reason that you came that drew you?
So my sales conversions are lacking. Mostly the people that I convert are those that come to me. They've already, someone said, "Hey, look, come and see this guy," and they're already ready to go. So they pretty much say, let's do it. If I see someone with a need and I'm like, "Hey, I can help you with that," I kind of struggle to convert those. So I'm looking to help more people actually get what they need.
I think the biggest take out is the energy, and like Blair said, like energy does help your selling process and give a very positive impact on the person you speak to as well. Yeah.
And is there any specific skills that you're looking to get out of coming to BBE this weekend?
Yes, I think I expect it's going to be a lot of sharing between all the people who come here. And I'm looking forward to hearing people sharing their selling experience in different industry category. Yeah.
And has anything this morning inspired you so far, just in the first couple hours of today?
Yeah, I think it's the little talk to your little voice concept really helps. I think that is an issue, or not kind of like issue, like this is a concern a lot of people are facing. I think like people saying the biggest challenge is always caused by yourself, and I think little voice inside you is one of them. And if you can listen to the little voice and conquer the challenge, and that will make your life moving forward a lot. Yeah.
So, had you heard about the little voice idea before today?
I didn't like a similar thing, but it's not it's not like exactly the same, but I like the way he talks about as a little voice. And I did heard that from other people who is doing psychologist training, the concept of talking like another yourself. Yeah, but yeah, this little voice thing makes perfect sense. Yeah.
So, can you explain like an example of how the little voice idea applies to you? Like something that that you can relate to, that I guess you can overcome, like self-doubt or uncertainty or something. Like an example of how this could apply to you.
Yeah, I think as a young profession, sometimes you want to try different things in your career and also in your life. And because you're less experienced and you want to you want to talk to people who you think is more experienced, sometimes you get this sharing the experience, but sometimes people might be a bit judgmental about whether you can do it, whether your idea is good or not, and that might diminish the level of your confidence, and the little voice will come out, and this kind of, are you really want to do it? Do you really believe you can do it? And I think if we apply the concept Blair just talked about this morning, you can talk to this little voice and tell yourself you actually can do it, and you will figure out the best way to do it. And I think that increases your confidence.
Yeah, actually, I want to learn a lot of sales skills and how to be a better salespeople. And it's not only for business, and because as Blair said, it's not only business for sale. Even in the family, you need the skills as well. Yeah.
Okay, and can you name like the one thing that you can think of so far from that you've learnt today, the most, I guess, influential thing that you've got out of it so far?
Yeah, that's a lot. I need to have a reflection.
Have a think about it. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Let me look at my memo.
Yeah. One or two things that you've learned so far that you just thought, wow, this is really interesting.
Yeah, I think it's first of all, it's very help us to sort out the sales procedures, like the 5 steps, how to start the sale, from starting the sale, make a cold call, then how go to presentation, make appointment, presentation, and proposal. Finally, how to close the deal. So with this, I think it's very good to work with the team, and because as everyone is different. They have their sales characters, and somebody is good at making cold calls. Somebody may be good at closing the deal. So I think with this structured, it's easy to follow every step, and it's good execution, and to work really as a team. Somebody if good at make cold calls, then they can do more work on that part. Other people good at other steps, they can work more on other steps. So it's really work like a team, rather than everyone need to go through every steps. So that's good for the teamwork. And I think it's also very specific for Blair tell us all the, how to, interaction with people, how you observe them, and, to identify what type of person they are, then you can find the proper way to communicate with them, and it's a lot of learning from this morning's session. Yeah.
One last very quick question. I know it's still early on in the weekend, but based on what you've seen and heard so far, tell us about whether you would recommend this to other people.
Yeah, sure. I think it's first of all, it's very practical. Not only the theory, which we can learn from a book, we can learn maybe from university, but this is more practical and very specific. So it's very good to have like a hands-on training. So absolutely, I would recommend to my friends to come if they are interested in sales. Yeah.
OK， 从这个项目当中，我觉得学到很多是对恐惧的克服。我们很多人都会面对拒绝，但是我们面对拒绝的时候，我们会有不同的反应。真正对拒绝的恐惧是来自我们的内心。所以在这里面，我发现通过这次练习，我们对拒绝的恐惧减少了很多，把我们内心的小声音降到了最低。好，谢谢。
Thank you. And what tools did you learn today that you can apply to your own business outside after this weekend?
就是很多关于恐惧的回答，对拒绝的回答。比如说，当对方向你非常 angry、非常愤怒的时候，我们不是去正面和他愤怒的升级，而是向对方表达我们的诚意，然后和对方化解这个愤怒，然后再进一步的解决对方的问题。好，谢谢。
You were going to get.
Also, I think what they taught inside is very way over my expectation, because I was very bad at especially when people give me some objections. But just now the exercise, the training, I think I know a very good way of handling objections, and I think I'm ready to go outside, make some cool calls, and start doing something. That's just very inspiring. I think I'm full of enthusiasm, if that's the word. Yeah. Enthusiasm. Yeah, that's very good.
Talk about the activities, or pick one activity that you learned a lot.
I guess what activity did you do today that you took the most out of? Also, kind of what makes BBE so unique for what it's offering you as well, like through these activities.
It's like what I've just said. It's the objective handling. I think is the most important thing I learned till now. I think there must be more to be expected, because in our daily life we got so many objections. Like when I run after a girl, she will always say, "No, you are too poor. You are too thin. You're not having a good body." But in the past, I don't know how to answer this kind of question. I'm always saying, okay, I have to find a new customer or a new girl. But now I think, I can handle that well with very cool confidence. I think I can, yeah.
I learned about how you can how you can work as a team if you make a new company, and also keep the company stable by making like rules, and also how you can like promote it and make it more famous. Yeah.
Was there anything about the program that was very inspirational for you?
About the one where the spokesperson talking about all the different jobs, because when you first see him, it's like, wow, he's like the number one, business thing. But then when you listen to his backstory, he's like, oh, his past job is this. Doesn't sound such a thing for that. Yeah.
And would you refer this program to your friends and family, and why? If you,
I'll refer it to my friends, because what's it called? For example, some of my friends are very worried about the company when they grow up. Like, do I want to be a superstar? Do I want to be like a what's it called? manage your business or create my own business. Yeah.
So it helps you develop skills as you're entering the business world.
Yes. And also as a young age because I'm only 10. Yeah.
Well, this event is inspirational and is bring some fresh idea to myself. I believe that brings some idea to other people as well. Lots of activity, exercise, running around in the room and keep the energy really high. I think most of the people gonna definitely get something out this seminar.
And what particular skills do you want to develop this weekend, if you haven't already been this today?
Well, the first thing is handling the pressure, handling the objections. When someone be not polite, really angry, what are you doing, or something like that, and we be able to learn something on top of that and to handle that situations.
Yeah, handling the objections.
Yes.
And then, is there any particular activities that that you liked the most today, or you got the most out of?
Yeah, the most I like is just yelling at each other. Right? Learn from the reality, so get the feeling how that things could happen in front of people. Learn how. Know why people yell, and know how they yell, and then we prepare ourselves for that.
And are you surprised about how much you've covered today and how much you've learnt just from the last few hours, from your expectation this morning?
Oh, well, look, this is really getting me understand more. Actually, it's out of my expectation. I think I didn't expect that much today, this morning, but I think this is a really good lessons, really good seminars. People just need to participate.
I think the expectation definitely has been exceeded. The results definitely exceed the expectation. And you can feel the energy of the whole room. Everyone is pumped, energetic, happy, positive, and thinking about the possibilities and networking, make a lot of good friends, very quality people as well.
And are you surprised about how much you've covered today and the energy of the room? Were you expecting that?
I would say that the content that has been covered is actually definitely incredible. It's definitely actually more than what I think. They actually have very intensive trainings and different role plays, modeling, all of these interactions, communications. So lots of stuff actually.
So definitely worth coming up from Sydney for.
Yes, get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. So in the BBE program, I've learned how to sell better. I've learned how to run business more efficiently, and I've learned how to work with others and lead a team.
And is there anything in particular that that's inspired you that you didn't expect to get out of the program?
Well, there's lots of things. For example, I noticed we have a 10-year-old audience 10-year-old in the audience, which is quite amazing, and it really expanded my reality, and a little bit. Because when I was 10 years old, I was very naive. I know nothing, and I just realized how much I missed, and how there was lots of possibilities that I missed before, and there's probably just as much as things that I'm missing right now. So I realized I need to work harder. Yeah.
Maybe a question about the activities and how he's gone so far.
Feel free to ask him.
He'll look at me.
So just what activities have you done, and what activities have you liked doing during the program this weekend?
Last night we played a balloon game, which is a group competition, and we have to work together and figure out ways to compete with other teams, and we have to be really creative and working closely with teammates. And I think I learned lots of truths about how to run a business, how to lead a team during that activity. I think that was amazing.
In the BBE program, I think I got out of what I'm getting out of it is getting out of my comfort zone. Right? It's procrastinating, so it's moving me forward out of that. That's what I'm getting out of this at the moment. Yeah. Yeah.
Which activities have you gotten the most out of, or what's been the most fun, exciting?
A whole lot has been fun. You know, the balloon thing was amazing. You know, a bit of exercise. The whole lot's been awesome. The energy's up there. You know, you're on a high. You know, so you're coming out like wow. Like I got home last night and I was still buzzing. You know, I don't know what I had to do to fall asleep. You know, so yeah, it's all good.
To get up the next morning.
That's it. Yeah.
BBE this program is give me more useful to improve my soft skill. I think this course very useful for me to my life. Yeah, I'm really happy to study in yesterday. Thank you.
So what's particularly inspired you that you're going to take away from this weekend and apply to your own business life?
Sorry, can you?
So like what?
One key message that you've learned so far?
Okay, yeah. I think this one very important for me. Just like the energy, very positive energy. Before I come here, I'm a quiet person. I didn't like to talk to people I didn't know. But after today I can, to open my mind, to meet more friends, and then I can know you, anything. I can share my story with you like that. Yesterday I reject you all into because I didn't feeling comfortable because my English is not very well. So that's why today my friends told me, you should come here. So I thank you giving me try to talk myself.
Yeah, first I thank very. Sorry, can I come? Okay. Actually, I think I'm so lucky I'm being here. I will thank the BBE give this chance. I think it's time. I feel I can grow fast, maybe more than 5 years.
I learned too much these 2 days. I'm a furniture shop owner in Melbourne, but till now I just have 3 staff in my shop. The problem for me now is the team. I'm the leader, but I think how to make the team more powerful is my big problem till now. But I got so many information from these 2 days. So I'm so glad to be here. Yeah.
And what particularly did you learn today that you can take away to work with your team and your business?
Yeah.
Anything in particular? Any particular activity or thing that Blair talked about that you took on board?
Sorry.
Is there one message that you're going to take away with you for your business?
Yeah. Well, sorry.
Do you have if there's one thing that you're going to apply to your business, what would it be from BBE?
Okay. I think I will have I will have a 2 days meeting with my staff after I went back to my shop, to my company, and we'll tell them about what I learned from here, about the teamwork, about the little voice for the sales. And the code of honor is very important for me now. Yeah.
Today's session, I use Mandarin is better for me to. 我觉得对我帮助最大的是，我敢去打电话，敢给别人去迈出的第一步。我觉得这是最重要的，克服心理的障碍，就是我们可以克服那个心里的那个小声音，说哦我不行，我不会做，我觉得不行。但是通过今天，我觉得我们都是可以的，非常非常的好。
And tell us whether you would recommend BBE to friends and family or other people to do this course based on what you've experienced so far.
Yeah， 到目前为止，我觉得我下一次有这样的活动，我会邀请我的团队更多的团队过来，因为就是将对我的团队非常好的一个发展，因为它可以让我们突破心理障碍，然后去大胆的去行动，可以让我们的 take action， 就是 no worry， 没有心理障碍。
Final question. So a lot of the ideas that are presented here are about, I guess, personal development as well as and confidence and the idea of selling yourself. Tell me, what have you learned about yourself that you can get out of this, and I guess something that you can work on, something you've learned about yourself from the last 2 days?
这2天我从我身上学到的就是我比我自己想象的更好，因为我可以以前的我担心的东西，我现在都可以去克服。比如说像昨天我和陌生人去打电话，给陌生人去卖我的书，然后用英语不是很好的英语去和讲英语的人去讲我要给他们展示的东西，展示的产品就是我们的书。我觉得真的是对我来说是一个很大的挑战。然后我觉得我可以做得更好。I can do better later.
I have learned a lot of things, but one thing that really impressed me is that I can be very great. Normally, I have been underestimate my capability, and then through this seminar, in this kind of environment, let's say the energy is very high, so I'll be able to do the things that I have been procrastinating for many months. So in that 10 minutes, we have an exercise. In 10 minutes, you make phone calls. I actually made several phone calls, and only 2 that didn't answer. And then I managed to talk to people that I want to share my product with, and actually they bought. So I was very excited about this training.
And think of something that Blair has said today that has kind of stuck in your mind. Like, what's the most important thing that you can remember that Blair has said that you think is going to improve your business?
Coming to my mind about this question is techniques, procedures are not that important, but you sell yourself to you is the most important. And in the process, who you have become is the most important thing.
And lastly, BBE training, would you recommend BBE to friends, family, or other people who have their own business?
Of course, because I like to have a very positive environment as well. Imagine if all my friends are millionaires, billionaires, they all energy very high, very positive. I don't think I will be far behind. So, of course, I will introduce to everybody.
I'll get you to do one more of those, and could you start with, I would recommend BBE because, and then give the rest of the answer.
Of course, I will recommend BBE to everybody because if all my friends are motivated, energized, they must be very fun to be with. They can also help me as well. And I imagine if my friends are all motivated and are doing well in what they want to do, they are millionaires, billionaires, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, one thing I've learned from today is you just got to get massively out of your comfort zone, and you've got to, to hit that, raise the bar, that extra level, you just have to control that inner voice, or at least it's going to always be there, but to actually let that slip, let it go into the background and take action straight away, because otherwise it's going to take over the show. So that for me, that's massive. Yeah.
And something that Blair has said so far that is, I guess, something you're going to always remember as an important lesson.
Yeah. Well, there's just so much.
You can take a moment to think.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say.
Something that
That
Blair has said
outstanding.
that's really struck a chord with you. You think this could be really useful?
All right, okay. Okay, so something that Blair's mentioned, I mean, there's so much to choose from, but one thing massively is team. You've got to have a team around you to become successful, and you just got to keep raising the bar, like I mentioned before. But yeah, that team environment around yourself, you don't have to do it all by yourself. That's the main thing for me.
No worries. And last question: would you recommend the BBE training to other people, friends, family, anyone else that runs their own business?
100%, yeah. Of course.
Okay, so what I want you to get to answer the question is.
Sorry, I was just waiting for the
Yeah,
microphone.
sorry, I'm just asking. I basically want you to start the question with, I recommend BBE training to others because, and then talk about what it's done for you.
All right. So I recommend BBE, start again.
Yeah.
So I recommend BBE training to anyone really, like obviously closely family and friends, but anyone that wants to stretch the bar to a level that, like they actually want to create some extra income and, and to get over the inner voice which can easily self-sabotage us.
I will recommend BBs to friend, family. If I could, I will recommend to my 15 years old son. I believe this is a very valuable lesson for young people, even for myself. So we learn much more how to about the energies, about the knowledge, about ourselves. Sometimes we have more potential ability, but we don't know until we dig deeper. Yeah, this is a very good class. I really enjoy it.
Well, that's unlock moment for my personality, for my something inside. I really know myself better than before. I feel bigger. I want to be big than before.
I don't know, describe some of the feelings that you had during that.
I feel hot. I feel energy inside. At the first stage, I feel uncomfortable, but after coaching by Blair Singer, I feel I'm in control. I control my body, I control my mind, I control my voice, so I can express myself really well. That's the program, unlock my potentials.
Tell me, how can you apply this to business? What does this mean for you with regard to your business?
Most of the time, people feel fear about breaking out of the comfort zone, going out, right? So that's not good for business growth. So to grow a company, to be a leader, we need to step out of the comfort zone, do something bigger, challenge yourself, challenge your employee, challenge your boss. Then you can bring the growth into yourself, into the company, and into the future.
Okay, and just a quick word about this program as a whole. Would you recommend it? And just tell us how you feel about it.
This program is awesome, really good. That bring you different perspective into your life. That will give you whole level of view of everything. I really recommended this program. That's really good.
So what we did was a mirroring of a video clip. Mine happened to be Eddie Murphy, and as anybody knows, Eddie Murphy is very big, almost too big for the silver screen almost. And my scene was with another gentleman, and we did in together basically. And it's a bit of challenging, so we are trying to outdo each other. But ultimately, what I gained from that experience is don't be afraid to take the stage and to be yourself and to be number one. So my fear was, I guess, being a big guy, big Asian guy. Traditionally, you get chucked at the back of class because you're blocking the entire view of every other student, see? So they put you at the back of the class, and I've always been, taught to reduce my size and to be a number two, in my own words, to not take up as much space and much room. And yeah, I think that was a very contained sort of emotion, which when released gives you a lot of energy, a lot of belief in yourself. And if you are looking for a sales course that's not a sales course that understands what you need, and if you believe in the power of attraction, then this may be the course for you, because starting that change begins with yourself, and it's raw energy. It is whether you want this for yourself. Only you can make that decision.
Describe how you felt before and then after undertaking this activity.
Hey, thanks, bro. You don't change. My values are fairly strong, but I think what it does is it gives you a perspective that is fairly different, yeah, you get to see a different side of yourself.
Yeah, it feels very energetic on the stage. It's like very special and unique experience, no matter what we play. But especially I love this script because it's something like you can persuade yourself, as I said, on the stage. Sometimes you just don't need others to tell you what to do, but you just need to tell yourself what to do and overcome all the fears. And it's just very unique experience. I feel full of energy at the moment. Yeah.
And how can you apply that? How can you apply that to business, to something you can use for business?
Well, to be honest, in the real life, I don't think I can. If I ever got a chance to perform like this to the business, it might be a very big deal, and we probably gonna persuade, a group of decision maker, not only one. So it's gonna be a communication method, one to many. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. If I gonna use something like that, yeah, and be confident.
I feel very powerful. I'm on the stage. I feel I can do it. I need this chance to challenge myself. I need to hear my little voice. All right. I need to overcome it or become bigger. Yeah, I can do it.
What were some of the feelings that you had before you started and then after? Like, describe.
Before, a little bit scared. All right. So in front of all of the people, be Eddie Murphy. It's a little bit scary, yeah? But once you get there and you did it, I feel really powerful. You become bigger. You can do everything. You can do any sale, yeah.
Would you recommend BBE Training Academy to other people?
Of course.
Say, I would recommend BBE.
I recommend BBE to other people. It's really good program, and I think you will be different. You can make this deal. You can close the deal.
The most impressive activity I have experienced was just a few minutes ago, that I was imitating Martin Luther King, the last speech. Even though it was imitating, but as the play singer coaches me, it became real. And after that speech, I felt power released. I felt, and I cried, because I felt for many, many years, I have been belittled myself, and I have been underestimate my capability. And really, it is not whoever around me or the environment or anything, but me, myself, has tortured myself for many, many years. And then through BBE, through this seminar, this power within has been released. So I really encourage anybody, every one of you, if you want to change, if you want to live, be the person you desire to be, this is the program. You can really, really be beneficial for all your lifetime.
And just quickly, can you think of at least one way that you could apply what you just experienced to business?
Yes, because as I was imitating Martin Luther King, he has this idea, the belief that he wants, the freedom the equalness between people. Doesn't matter about your color, but raise the character. And I would use this leadership, this power, this belief in my business because I'm doing health supplement business. Now, I want to be really, in my heart, passionate about health, really, really caring about other people's health. With this belief, with this passion, with this learning what I have learned, that I want to not just selling some product, but promoting healthy living.
这次非常难得的一个机会哈，参加这个 BBE 的这个 course 的学习哈，这个给我这个感受非常深。我觉得这样的课程啊，对于我们年轻人，对于我们这个未来这个进入这个皮斯尼斯的人，都非常有益处。我是希望这个我们的广大朋友们参加这样的一个学习。 这个机会是非常非常难得，非常非常好 ，Yeah.
Thank you. And would you recommend BBE to your friends and family? And again, could you say BBE when you?
通过这次学习哈，我想把我们的这个员工把我们的这个朋友也带到这个 BBE 来参加这样的学习。我相信未来对我们的公司的发展都非常有益处。
Yep, definitely will recommend BBE to all my friends and relatives.
Why would you do that? What particularly did you learn that you think you're...
Sorry, I would recommend BBE because...
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I would recommend BBE because it definitely has realized a part of me that I've always had. And it's all coming back to me now.
Yeah, and are there any particular skills that you've taken out of the seminar that you're going to apply to your own business life?
I mean, in this course in BBE, I've definitely learnt how to ask questions and keep my customers in focus, understanding their needs, and see how we can bring them value.
I think it's really great, especially they ask you saying like, prepare it and then to think like you're being loved and then what most successful things. I think that really good for something you look forward. You want that to keep happening in your life, in your business. And at the same time too, they ask you write something there which you want to change yourself. I think that when you going through that and sort of break it and then make you feel you are reborn. I think that's fantastic. Yeah, it was really great. You feel you're ready to learn and open to all the new things. Yeah, so that's what this give me that feel. Yeah, feel great.
Tell us about the weekend, the 2 days. What was the biggest thing that you learned over the 2 days?
Okay. Its biggest things for me is that a great sentence actually. It's called sales. It's about sell. It's you, sell you to you. That was a great message. Fantastic. I don't think you need really to impress anybody. And I think be best in yourself. And then you can you can then influence the people around you. I'm sure your business is getting stronger and healthier. And like you say, you will make a lot of money too. Yeah.
So can you tell us at least one way that you can apply this to your own business, something that you've learned this weekend?
Okay. Yes. All right, especially on the balloon activities, okay? So it's a teamwork. So often, sometimes I feel you want to do something and put it in action. It's something you understand, and then you push it. But actually, in the balloon activity, I feel actually a lot of time you need to have your team member, let them to shine. Sometimes you need to use professional people and then they're good at what they're doing, what they're understanding. They are part of your team. So sometimes not necessarily you understand, but you can
follow them too. So that actually changed our team. Actually, we create a method in the team, and that wasn't great, but in the end, that make us succeed. So that was a biggest actually gain from that activity.
Final question. Would you recommend BBE Training Academy to friends, family, or other people, and why? And start off saying, I would recommend BBE because, to other people because.
And I would definitely recommend BBE. Say it again. Okay.
Think of.
It's a training company. What they say? BBE training.
Just BBE.
Just BBE.
BBE. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And think of one big thing that you got out of this that you can say. I would recommend BBE because I learned something. Yeah.
Okay. I definitely will recommend BBE and to any small business and big business as well, because I think you gain so much about BBE's philosophy. I love that. It's used in Chinese says 用善知识 to 让商圈丰盛富足. That is fantastic actually. Do you want me to speak English as well? Okay, yeah, that's fantastic. I think that message means you in the business industry it has a lot of things, good, bad, a lot of bad things they probably think. But I think BBE try to introduce or bring the good things into the business environment, make a business environment healthy and wealthy.
I feel a little bit cold. Hurt, but that's really can break through for all these 2 days to learn, which they're talking about how you can break through what's your weakness, which I wrote down. I need to set up my code of honor, I need to be on time. That's my weakness. And another is I want to build my teams, which I was sleeping for a few years. Now I'm come back in this market. Thank you.
What's the biggest thing that you've learned from these 2 days?
I think one is a breakthrough yourself. That's your unlimited to do what your dream, you make your dream comes true, and to make your small as a person and become big person, and then actually just a step away. You do it, you can achieve what you want.
And what's would you say the most important thing that you can apply to a business yourself?
The first thing is a code of honor, which that's discipline. I should apply with my husband, with my business, and with family. That's I'm going to set up code of honor next week. That's what I'm trying to learn. Yeah.
Would you recommend BBE training to other people, other businesses? I would recommend BBE because.
I recommend BBE to other people which are already started with, which I see the one little boy, 10 years old. And I think it's great. We catch up this course is so late. If they can start very beginning, start coaching along the life, that will be totally change their life. Which I spoke to my friends, and his daughter, 10 years old, top of championship in the kids in the golf, is currently just arriving in Australia, enrolled with Victoria golf course. And I said, that's the course you should send your kids to go. I said, yes, he said. And he will come with her together.
I found these 2 days, I learned a lot. Although it's a very busy weekend, this is very special weekend. Yeah, the thing I learned the most is face objections. I find sometimes when you got too many objections, you feel depressed and you have that emotion. How to deal with your emotion is very important. And after you can overcome your emotion, I believe I can generate more business for myself, for my own business.
Yeah, that was my next question. Can you think of some of the ways that you can use this to help your business going forward from what you've learned?
Firstly, is the way how we talk to people. We hear what they say, especially customers. Sometimes I think from my perspective and probably want to sell my point to them. But firstly, I have to look at their face and look at their eyes and think from their side and hear what their problem. Then I try to solve their problem, then generate more business.
And last question, would you recommend BBE training to other people, friends, family, business owners, etc.? Start by saying, I would recommend BBE because, and then tell us why you would recommend.
I would definitely recommend BBE to my friends. For the business owners, they definitely need to learn and to increase their business, the sales, and how to build up code of honor, and set up their sales team and everybody sell in the company. And for the other people, even working in other organizations, they still need to learn how to sell. Even my husband, that's the way, next time I probably will push him to come.
One more. Just want to explain the code of honor. Like, explain how you understand what is the code of honor.
Code of honor is like your company's spirit. You have a goal, a target, an aim. Everybody work on there, and also a rule. Everyone has to follow it. I have a problem with my team at the moment, so I find very inspiration and to find a way how to build up my team.
Probably the most important thing I learned was probably one of my weaknesses, which was not wanting to make myself big and kind of take over a room and that kind of thing. So I've always kind of like held myself back. So I feel like this has allowed me to, command a room more. That's probably the number one thing.
How do you think that you can use these things you learn for your business? How do you think that you can take this away and it can benefit your business?
I think it's pretty transferable to your whole life because it teaches you to interact with people and gain their trust and build relationships, and then you can use that in whatever way you want. So whether that be selling, whether that be building a better relationship with your family, whatever that is, I think that's probably the key thing.
Final question, would you recommend BBE training to other people, businesses, business owners, etc.?
Yeah.
Start by saying, I would recommend BBE because, and then give us a...
Yeah. I would recommend BBE because it's just that they have...
Have a quick think about it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I would probably recommend BBE because the way that they can create an event, fill it with energetic people that are like-minded, really enhances probably the experience that you have in there. So whilst other companies, may do this kind of stuff, I doubt that they could really fill a room with, entrepreneurial type people. So if you're someone who likes to do that, then these guys are the company for you.
What was the highlight?
Of the weekend?
Yeah.
Probably seeing other people find themselves and... yeah, sure. The highlight of the weekend was probably seeing other colleagues and people in this room really find themselves and, become bigger people. That was the highlight.
Oh, geez. I think that one of the biggest things that I've taken away from this is that you've got to sell yourself to yourself before you can go out there and confidently go out and sell to other people. So yeah, that's a good insight.
Tell us about the arrow activity. How did you find that and how did it feel?
Actually didn't break the arrow. I've done it before many times. Do you have another question?
Oh, okay, that's all right. So how did you apply some of the things you learned this weekend to your own business?
A lot of the things that we've gone through is going to be very applicable, especially the
the way that Blair measures all the stats. We do something similar, but he does it in a different way, and we can implement some of that. Also, some of the like the drills that he goes through is something that we'll implement as well with our team. So that's going to be good to practice with the team on a monthly basis. So yeah, we're pretty excited to have that implemented in our business.
Last question. Would you recommend BBE training to other people, other business owners, etc.? Start by saying I would recommend BBE because give us a reason.
Yep. I would recommend BBE because they've run a fantastic event. Kim, who is heading BBE up, is very hardworking. She is an amazing person, and she just, works so hard and does it for everyone else. And she gives her all. So, amazing company to work with, and they run an amazing event. There's been no hitches, and they're very professional. So, definitely would recommend BBE for other events and trainings.
So I think we've been following Blair as a team for quite some time now. And as soon as I knew he was coming to Australia, I said to myself, I don't really care what it costs. I will go for this, for sure. It made it all sweeter dealing with BBE because I know Kim's been following Blair for a very long time now. And she's known for her results and her resilience, basically. Results and resilience. And that to me speaks volumes about integrity. That's one of my strongest values. If I say something, I will do something. So there's a lot of resonance in that, and that's what I appreciate.
How did you go with the final activity, walking into the arrow? Tell us about how you felt doing the whole thing.
I was very calm about the whole matter. It seems very dangerous, but the team over here with BBE and Kim, they put on a fantastic show. The safety is there, the support is there, and it was a very easy task for me to do. Yeah.
Okay. And we talked earlier about the performance in front of everyone.
Yeah.
But tell us, over the weekend, you got to experience some things that I guess really stirred up, released parts of yourself that might not have been, explored before.
Yep.
Talk to us about how this event may transform the way that you are as a person.
I think when you're selling you to you, you have to deal with accepting yourself, and that's the good, the bad, and everything. So it's just you. Bearing yourself on stage is something scary for some, and it was scary for me as well. But I think if you don't take any risks, you're not going to grow. And if you don't grow, there's no room for you to really expand yourself and what you can do. So take that risk. I didn't die from it, so yeah, it's a good thing for everyone.
Biggest takeaway for me was how everything is connected. So everything from a personal development point of view. A lot of the business development stuff I was pretty familiar with, but the personal development, like the small voice that you deal with and how that's connected to your emotional state and how your emotional state affects your intelligence when you're dealing with a confrontation or a difficult situation, especially when you're trying to sell and someone, you're thinking that they're not interested in talking to you, and then that affects your intelligence, which then affects your little voice, which amplifies it, which then affects, how you're communicating properly.
So using some of the personal development ideas you learn, how's it going to transform the way that you do business?
It's being more aware of it has already helped. So being more aware of the little voice and when it makes noise. One thing that was very clear through doing some of the exercises, going out and trying to sell the book, was that it was really loud. It was really hard to even think, and I got really flustered. But then once I'd gone through a couple of times trying to sell the book, I actually found it was very comfortable. So that kind of stuff I can apply to very easily. The voice quietens down the more you I guess, get used to being uncomfortable.
And just explain to me the book activity. What did you have to do and how did it go?
Okay, we literally got given the opportunity to buy a book and then we had to go out and sell it. We couldn't sell it to anyone in the conference. We had to go out and find a brand new person we did not know or someone that was connected to someone that we did know, but we couldn't know that third person that was the connection. Went through multiple avenues. I kind of got left just doing essentially door knocking. It was a pretty funny situation where I had to talk to a restaurant owner. They just came out and they go, "What do you want?" I'm in the middle of dinner. And I said, "Well, I just want to talk to you about this big book opportunity." Went through about what the book is. I actually was reading the back as quickly as I could before she could see that I was reading it. And she said, "Look, it sounds really interesting, but we got all our business stuff set up." And I kind of took a downside when I went into the personal stuff. But it was all fun. It was a good experience.
All right, so I think the one thing that I really learnt from Blair that was really big for me was, learning how to sell to myself and, learning to believe in myself. I know how intelligent I am, but I think, being intelligent doesn't mean that you can move from, point A to point B. Because it's that little voice that inside me that I need to kind of tell them to sit down and shut up. So, when you're talking about transformation, that's probably one of the biggest things that I've learned is that, take the pressure, learn to take that pressure and just do it regardless, even whatever my little voice says.
And how can you use that to, I guess, transform how you run your business and business sales?
It's huge because, for an example, I've had about a 2 A4 page of, contacts that I needed to...
Sorry. We'll just start again.
Right.
How can this transform your business and sales?
So for an example, I've had 2 pages full of contact numbers that I have to call, pretty much a sales call for my business, and I've been putting it off for about 3 weeks now. So I'm going to go home on Monday, 10 a.m. I'm going to hit the phone and make those calls, and regardless of what the answer is, and I know now that when I get a no, that's when my salesmanship begins. So that was really powerful for me as well.
And last question. Would you recommend BBE training to other people, to friends, family, based on what you've experienced in the last 2 days? Start off by saying, I'd recommend BBE because...
Yeah, I'd definitely recommend BBE because, it's been such a roller coaster ride the last 2 days, and getting to know the people in the room and the techniques that you need in sales, and learning that it's actually not always about the technique. It's more about you as a person and marrying what you're doing to your purpose and your motivation and why you're doing it as well is extremely important, and that's probably one of the big key things that I learnt this weekend.
Kim, amazing weekend. A bunch of people who have come out clearly moved and clearly transformed. How do you feel about this? This has been a huge project for you, a huge life mission for you. I just want to get your fresh feelings on how you feel about the event and the people that you've met.
How I feel. Right now, I feel really relaxed now because I was really working hard on this project. I'm really, really, really happy to see people changed. So that's my biggest win for the weekend. And I felt at this moment, nothing's really important, but change one life at a time, and I can make change that's processions of the whole community, and I can't even imagine after a couple of years how this community, how this whole business context gonna looks. So right now I just feel as a person I grow bigger, I will ready for the next challenge.
A lot of people are going to come out of this exploring new areas of their business and their personality and
Mhm.
their voice.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next stage for them in taking the next step for their journey? How can they become more involved? It seems to be like meeting people here. What's the advice you can give people in terms of the next steps to really capitalize on the learning that they've had to?
I think I don't have advice, but connection. I think that's the word. And also keep learning, keep growing. You never know that you don't know how big you are. You are bigger than you think. And I always tell my daughter, I said, you're bigger than the universe. So just keep growing and courageous, be bold. If you go through your darkest moment, you go through a mountain, then you can lead the rest and help them and push them all up. So I think then we can make a better life. So in general, we improve quality of life. And the most things I remember JFK says, it's not because it is easy, it's because it is hard. So we choose this because it's hard. At the end, we're all happy and we're all free.
And maybe it's a good opportunity to thank everybody for being so generous with their spirit and generous with their heart and being so open to go along this journey. Maybe speak straight into the camera.
I really grateful for the trust. People put themselves in here and trust me at the first place. This course can change their life. So I was really happy, and I don't want to deliver under expectation. And now look at the result, look at everybody work out different person. I think my mission completed, and I'm really happy and looking forward to change more lives and make more positive impact in this world.